Hey guys, it's Desi here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So in today's video, I'm discussing all things Accutane in regards to me, my Accutane journey, how I cleared my skin, what happened during Accutane, and what happened after Accutane. So if you haven't watched any of my Accutane videos from before, make sure to check those out as well. I've got a 1-month Accutane video and also a skincare routine for my Accutane, which will give you a bit more information about what products I used while I was on Accutane as well. So if you do like this video, make sure to thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel. So if you guys watched my previous video, you'll know that I suffer from mild but persistent acne. I've had acne since I was about 11 years old, since I hit puberty, and I hit puberty at a ripe young age, unfortunately. So things came at me like a truck. And I've been kind of battling with this acne situation since I was a kid. I have tried everything from antibiotic to topical creams, like the works. Literally changed my diet, went vegan, like it was a mess. Last year I decided it was just all too much and I wanted to try something completely different and a bit more on the extreme scale. I decided to go ahead and try Accutane. So I started Accutane in, I think, mid-May last year, 2020. I finished in mid to late October, around that time. So the process was roughly about 6 months in total. Before I started Accutane, I did have to get some tests done on my blood, which was just checking if I had like a healthy cholesterol level. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. And also my liver function and stuff like that. So liver or kidney, damn, oh my god. And I also had to do that halfway through my Accutane as well. I know some people in some places have to do it regularly, a lot more often, like once every month, but I only had to do mine twice and they both came back fine. So it just depends on your, I guess, what your dermatologist wants you to do. So the prescription for Accutane really just depends on a lot of factors. The main ones are just your weight, your height, and then just the severity of your acne as well. It's important not to compare your prescription to other people's prescriptions as well, because everyone is different in that regard. I got prescribed about 20 milligrams of Accutane tablets, which I was kind of eased into by my dermatologist, thank the Lord. The first 2 weeks consisted of me taking one every second day. The next 2 weeks consisted of me taking one every day. For the next 3 months afterwards, I took 2 a day. That added up to about 40 milligrams a day. I actually think that the side effects that I got from Accutane were quite minimal compared to what a lot of people get. I did watch a lot of videos and some people get the craziest side effects, and the list for side effects from Accutane is actually very, very long. Did not know this until I got the medication and I read the little booklet that comes with it, and it was like a long list of side effects that people get. But that was unfortunate. I had a lot of purging during like the first month and a half. My skin was literally so sensitive and it was so painful, and I had so many pimples that were like white and like they were about to pop, like really pussy looking ones, and it was very, very uncomfortable. So that was the first major thing from my Accutane. The second side effect was the dryness. Now the dryness is a very common symptom as well. Now I got dry everywhere, from head to toe. I was dry, name it, it was dry. Okay, it was very unfortunate. I thought I was prepared to handle the dryness. I'm like, how bad could having dry skin really be? It was terrible. I had dry eyes, I had dry lips, which nothing seemed to conquer my dry lips, and I tried everything. Like I literally tried everything until I just gave up in the end and just started buying tubs and tubs of pore cream. Yeah, I had a dry down there. Like it was dry, everything was dry. It was very unfortunate, but it's the truth. Everything was crusty and dry. And I started double moisturizing throughout the day, sis, like every here and there I was moisturizing. I just drenched myself in coconut oil. It helped so much. It helped to keep me moisturized throughout the whole day, and I was very thankful for coconut oil. So in terms of like the products I use on my skin, I really try to keep them to the bare minimum. I stopped using anything that had like irritants in it, any exfoliation products. Sometimes I wouldn't even wash my face. I would just use water, depending on whether or not my skin was feeling some kind of way. I think it's all very like individual. For me, I use the Dermal Therapies Wash and Moisturizer. Sometimes I switch to Cetaphil depending on what I could get my hands on. I prefer the Dermal Therapy face wash to the Cetaphil because I felt like it did a bit more work, but also the Cetaphil one was also pretty good. So like it just depends on what you like, to be honest. So those are my two favorite ones. The last side effect that I had, which was pretty random, was I had a rash, and this is towards the end of my Accutane journey. The very last month, I think 2 weeks before I had to finish Accutane, I got this rash on my skin, but it was very ugly looking. I didn't take any pictures because I didn't want to look crusty. It looked kind of like I had scales. It was nasty. Luckily, I wasn't long before I stopped Accutane and my skin cleared up in like a week. So it didn't take long for my skin to get back to normal. The rash was mainly on my arms and hands and a bit on my chest as well. So that was probably the most like side effect that I got, apart from the dry down there. A whole mess. So overall, my experience with Accutane wasn't that bad. I definitely went into Accutane expecting the worst, but it didn't end up that way. And I feel like that's basically a win when it comes to Accutane, given what could happen. It's been a few months now, and this is a video of what my skin looks like now. My skin is clear, but it still has texture. This is quite common with Accutane. Some people get like texture-free skin, silky as hell, but for me, I got clear skin. I still have like small like texture around my face, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy that I don't have huge ass pimples on my face anymore, and that my skin is clear. Like I don't wear makeup nearly as much anymore, and I'm very like confident in my own skin, and I'm just so happy that I did it. It was literally the best thing that I could have done for my self-confidence, especially after having acne for so long. I would definitely do Accutane again if I was in the same situation, knowing what I know now. I don't think that I could have done anything to prepare for the side effects. To be honest, like what can you do? You know what I mean? You just gotta moisturize everything and everywhere. I will say Accutane is a serious drug, guys. If you really want to get on Accutane and you're considering it, I really think that you should look at all the side effects that could possibly happen to you, because these are all likely, okay? And think about whether or not you would be okay going through that, if it's worth it. Like weigh the pros and cons and see what would be worth it for you. Everyone's different. Anything could happen. Like it's serious. Like I've seen some scary ass stories, and I'm thankful that I came out of this unscathed with clear skin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will be bringing out a new skincare routine video to show you guys what I'm doing with my skin now since I finished Accutane. Ask all the questions that you have in the comments, and I will be sure to reply to all of them, answer all the questions that you guys have about Accutane if you have any. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next video.